Welcome back to AFT Die Season 11. It is round 6, Sunday, the 21st of December, 2025. Wow, what a season so far. We've got no undefeated sides in the competition after round 5, and we've only got one team on the bottom of the ladder who has not won a game. Could it be in round 6 against the Brisbane Lions, Essendon? Well, let's find out. Let's go to the first game of the round, and it is Collingwood versus Gold Coast Suns at the MCG. All right, let's go to the first quarter of this match. What an exciting round we have got. First quarter underway. First quarter completed, and the Gold Coast Suns have kicked 5 goals, 6 to Collingwood, 4-2. And that's the end of the first quarter. 10 points the difference, Gold Coast way. Second quarter underway in this game. Halftime siren has gone, and both teams kicked 6-5-41 in that second quarter. So it is still 10 points the difference at halftime to the Gold Coast Suns, 77-67. Let's go to the second half of this game. First game of the round 6. Three-quarter time has completed, and Collingwood, they've kicked 4 goals, 6 to the Gold Coast Suns, 4 goals, 1. So at three-quarter time, it is 5 points the difference to Gold Coast Suns, 102-97. Let's go to the last quarter of this match. Collingwood versus Gold Coast at the MCG. Final siren has gone, and Collingwood just scraped in by 3 points in a thriller against the Gold Coast Suns. Collingwood kicked 6 goals, 2 to Gold Coast, 4-6 in that last quarter, and Collingwood got up and beat the Gold Coast Suns by 3 points. Collingwood 20-15, 135 to Gold Coast Suns 19-18, 132. So that puts Collingwood on 2 wins. So we've only got Sydney, North Melbourne on 1 win, and Essendon on no wins. All right, let's go to the second game. It is Essendon versus Brisbane Lions at the MRVL Stadium. Let's go to the first quarter. This is going to be interesting. Will Essendon get their first win of the season, or will Brisbane get 4 in a row? All right, first quarter has done in the book, and Brisbane have kicked 2 goals, 2 to Essendon, 2 goals, 1. So it's very close to start off with. 1 point the difference after quarter time. Let's go to the second quarter of this match. Halftime has come and completed. Halftime, we've got Brisbane up by 1 point. Both teams kicked 6 goals, 238 in that second quarter. So at halftime, Brisbane 52, Essendon 51. So Essendon, they need to have a big second half. And three-quarter time siren has gone, and Essendon, they've come out firing. They want their first win of the season. Essendon 5 goals, 5 to Brisbane 1 goal, 2. And it is 26 points the difference to Essendon. They are very close to their first win of the season. Final quarter is underway in this match. Who is going to win this game? And in the end, Essendon have surprised everyone and got their first win of the season. So Essendon have won by 29 points at MRVL Stadium. It was going to be a very hard tussle, but in the end, Essendon have come up winners. Final score 14-12, 96 to Brisbane, 10-7, 67. So they've got their first win of the season. So all teams have had a win this season after round 6. All right, let's get stuck into the third game. It's West Coast Eagles versus Melbourne at Optus Stadium. And West Coast, premiers in season 10. Could they go back to back? All right. So quarter time, Melbourne have kicked 5 goals to West Coast Eagles 3-2. So Melbourne are 2 goals up at quarter time. Half-time siren has gone and Eagles have kicked 5 goals to Melbourne 2-2. And at half-time, West Coast Eagles are up by 6 points, 52-46. Third quarter underway. Three-quarter siren has gone and West Coast have kicked 5 goals 3 to Melbourne 6-1. And at three-quarter time, West Coast are up by 2 points, 85-83. Final quarter is underway in this match. Who's going to win? And West Coast home team have won by 17 points. So they're on 5 wins, 1 loss. So they are going very, very well. They could be the first team to go back to back. So Eagles final score 18-12, 120 to Melbourne 16-7, 103. So Eagles, they kicked 5 goals 5 to Melbourne in 3-2 in that last quarter. And for Eagles to win by 17 points. All right, let's go to the next game. It is Giants versus Port Adelaide at Giants Stadium. Giants need another win. First quarter has completed and Port Adelaide have kicked 4 goals 4 to Giants 3 goals 6. Port Adelaide are looking for their 3rd win. Giants are looking for their 4th. Halftime siren has gone and Port Adelaide have kicked 5 goals 4 to the Giants 4-2 at halftime. It is 12 points of difference to the Power. Second half is underway in this game 4 for round 6. Three-quarter time has completed and Port Adelaide have kicked 5 goals 1 to the Giants 2-5 in that third quarter. Port Adelaide are on their way to another victory. So they'll be 3 for the season. And in the end, Port Adelaide have won by 9 points. Giants kicked 4 goals 3 to Port Adelaide 1-4 in that last quarter, but it wasn't enough. So Port Adelaide are 3-3 with Gold Coast and Brisbane, and the Giants are 3-3 as well. All right, next game, Carlton versus North Melbourne at Marvel Stadium. We've got Carlton. They've kicked 6 goals to North Melbourne 5-6. North Melbourne are second last. Carlton are 13th. Second quarter underway. Halftime siren has gone and Carlton have kicked 6 goals 4 to North Melbourne 4-2. At halftime, Carlton are up by 16 points, 78-62. Third quarter underway in this game. And North Melbourne, after half-time, have kicked 6 goals 4 to Carlton 2-1. And it is 11 points of difference to North Melbourne at three-quarter times, 102-91. Can Carlton stem the flow and get a win here, or will it be North Melbourne's second win for the season? Yeah, and in the end, North Melbourne have won by 23 points. They kicked 4 goals 4 to Carlton 2-4 in that last quarter. Final score 16-11, 107, and North Melbourne 19-16, 130. All right, next game, Richmond versus Western Bulldogs. The quarter time siren has just gone. Richmond have kicked 5 goals 1 to Western Bulldogs 1-5. So same scoring shots, but very precise in front of goal, Richmond. Second quarter underway. Halftime siren has blown, and the Western Bulldogs have kicked 6 goals 6 to Richmond 6 goals 3, and it is 17 points the difference to Richmond, 70-53. Second half underway in this game. Three-quarter siren has gone. Richmond, they kicked 3 goals 3 to 1-1, and it is 29 points the difference Richmond's way. 91-60. Final quarter underway in this game. Final siren has gone and Richmond have won by 22 points. They kicked 3 goals 1 to Western Bulldogs 4-4 in that last quarter. but Richmond are now in the top four. Next game, St Kilda versus Hawthorn. Two teams that are on 4-1. Hawthorn, they've come out of the blocks fast, kicking 5 goals, 6 to St Kilda, 3 goals, 4 in that first quarter. Halftime siren has gone. Hawthorn have kicked 1 goal, 4 to St Kilda, 2-1. And it is 11 points of difference to Hawthorn at halftime, 46-35. Third quarter underway. Third quarter siren has gone, and St Kilda have kicked 6 goals, 3 in that third quarter to Hawthorn, 4-6. And at three-quarter time, it's Hawthorn by 2 points, 76-74. Who is going to win this game? It is going to be very, very close. Final quarter is underway in this game. And the final siren has gone, and St Kilda have come up victors by 7 points after trailing by 2 points at three-quarter time. St Kilda final score 17-12, 114 to Hawthorn 15-17, 107. Well, that puts St Kilda second on the ladder with West Coast on same points. All right, let's go to the second last game of the round. It's Sydney versus Geelong. Geelong are looking for their second win in a row on the road. It's going to be hard against Sydney. The Cats, they kicked 4 goals, 1 to Sydney, 1-4 in that first quarter. Second quarter underway. So it's Sydney versus Geelong at the SCG. Halftime siren has gone, and Sydney have kicked 3 goals, 1 in that second quarter to Geelong, 2-1. And at halftime, Sydney are down by 9 points, 29-38. Second half's underway. Three-quarter time, siren has blown, and Sydney have kicked 6 goals, 2 in that third quarter to Geelong, 5-3, and it is 4 points the difference. Geelong's way, 71-67. And the final siren has gone, and Geelong victors by 15 points. So they've had a bit of a big 2 games, winning 2 in a row. Geelong finishing with 17-9, 111 to Sydney, 14-12, 96, and win the match by 15 points on the road. That is a very good win. All right, let's go to the last game of the round for round 6, Sunday the 21st of December 2025. It is Adelaide versus Fremantle at Adelaide Oval. First quarter has completed, and Fremantle just edge in front. They've kicked 4 goals, 2 to Adelaide, 3-6. So Fremantle are in front by 2 points, 26-24. Second quarter underway. Halftime siren has blown, and Fremantle are still 2 points up. Both teams kicked 4 goals, 2, 26 in that second quarter. So it's halftime, Fremantle 52 to Adelaide 50. All right, so let's get underway. Third quarter. Third quarter siren has gone, and Adelaide have kicked 4 goals, 6 to Fremantle, 3-2. And Adelaide are in front by 8 points, 80-72. Let's go to the last quarter, final quarter for round 6. Will it be Adelaide or will it be Fremantle? Let's wait and see. And in the end, Adelaide have kicked away. They kicked 6 goals, 1 in the last quarter to Fremantle, 2-2. So Adelaide are victors in round 6 against Fremantle, and they sit on top with West Coast Eagles and St Kilda on 20 points. And Essendon have got their first win of the season. So congratulations to the Bombers. And St Kilda, the number 1 offense team still, and Adelaide, the number 1 defense team. And West Coast, the premiers from season 10, have got the biggest winning streak of 4 in season 11 so far after round 6. All right, match of the round 7 is the Hawks versus Richmond. So it's 5th versus 4th at Marvel Stadium. That's going to be a cracker. And we'll see you next time for round 7, Thursday, the 25th of December, 2025, which is Christmas Day. All right. See you then.